Let me ask you something. What if I told you that just 5 simple habits, no pills, no gym, no expensive routines, could help you stay strong and sharp well into your 90s? I'm 92 years old. I still drive. I still live on my own. And I haven't had so much as a cold in over 30 years. It's not luck. It's not genetics. It's the habits I practice every single morning. Stay with me, and I'll show you exactly how I do it. Aging does not mean giving up. It means learning how to live smarter. I have lived through more than 9 decades, seen the world change, seen people come and go, but the biggest shift happened when I changed how I start my mornings. You do not need to be rich, fit, or lucky. You just need a few habits done consistently. No memberships, no miraculous supplements, just real actions rooted in science and daily practice. These 5 habits help me stay healthy, strong, and independent. I do them every single morning. They're simple, free, and anyone can do them. If I can make this work at 92, you can begin right now. Let me walk you through each one step by step. Most people start their day in a rush. Alarm goes off, they grab their phone, check emails, pour coffee, and dive straight into stress. Sound familiar? I used to do that too. But here's what no one tells you. Your body is not ready for that. Not right after waking up. Your blood is thick, your joints are stiff, and your brain is still waking up. Especially as you get older, this fast start can be dangerous. One morning, I stood up too fast and fell hard. That was my wake-up call. I realized that the first few minutes of your day set the tone for everything that follows. And if you want health, clarity, and energy, you have to treat your mornings with more care. Before my feet even hit the floor in the morning, I take 90 seconds to wake up my body on purpose. I lie on my back, take 3 deep breaths, stretch my fingers and toes, and gently roll my ankles and wrists. That's it. No equipment, no routine, just me telling my body, hey, we're alive. Let's get ready. I started doing this back in my 60s after I tripped and fell first thing one morning. My legs were asleep. My brain was foggy. I didn't stand a chance. That fall taught me a lesson I never forgot. From that day forward, I decided to ease into every morning slowly, intentionally. This routine may sound simple. It is. But don't confuse simple with unimportant. Studies from the National Institute on Aging show that gentle morning movement improves circulation, activates the nervous system, and boosts alertness. Your body wakes up in stages. Blood flow needs to reach your limbs. Your joints need time to loosen. And your brain needs signals that say, it's safe to move now. When you take 90 seconds to stretch and breathe, you're giving your body that head start. It's like warming up your car in the winter. You don't just turn the key and slam the gas. You give it time. Your body deserves that same care. What do I feel during those 90 seconds? Connection, clarity, gratitude. I remind myself that I'm still here, still breathing, still able to move. That mindset changes everything. Because when you start your day in control, you're less likely to be knocked off course by small things later. Most people underestimate how powerful small habits are. They want big changes overnight. But the real magic is in what you do every day without fail. This habit has meant 30 years without injury, without stiffness, and without fear of falling. That's not an accident. That's a choice. It's not about being flexible. It's not about being fit. It's about being aware. Aware of your body. Aware of your needs. Aware of how a gentle start can lead to a powerful day. So tomorrow morning, I want you to try it. Before the coffee, before the phone, before anything else. Just lie there. Breathe deeply. Move gently. Wake up from the inside out. Let your body know we're in this together. And then get up, not rushed, not dizzy, not distracted. Just ready. Because of that first minute and a half, it sets the tone for everything that comes next. Let me tell you about something I call the golden glass. It is not a fancy drink from a health store. It is just warm water with half a lemon, a pinch of turmeric, and a tiny bit of black pepper. That is it. Simple, cheap, powerful. And it is the first thing I put into my body every single morning. Why do I drink this? Because it works. Lemon wakes up your digestion. It gets the liver moving and helps flush out toxins. Turmeric fights inflammation, which becomes more important as we age. And black pepper, that is the activator. It helps your body absorb the turmeric so it actually does its job. You can put turmeric in everything, but without the pepper, most of it just passes through. I've been drinking this golden glass every morning for over 30 years. Before coffee, before food, before anything. I call it my internal tune-up. It gets my system humming. I used to suffer from sinus issues and stiff joints, especially in the winter. Within a few weeks of starting this habit, I noticed something. I was clearer. My stomach felt better. My joints didn't ache as much. I was not expecting miracles, but I got relief. And that kept me going. Science backs this up, too. The Linus Pauling Institute at Oregon State University confirms that vitamin C supports immune function and helps detoxify the body. Turmeric has been studied in hundreds of research papers for its ability to lower inflammation, improve brain function, and support joint health. But again, the key is absorption. That is where black pepper comes in. One compound in black pepper can boost turmeric's effectiveness by up to 2,000%. That is no joke. Now, you might be thinking, really? Just lemon and turmeric? And I get it. We're used to products that promise the world and cost a fortune. But sometimes the simplest things are the most powerful. And I'm living proof that consistency beats complexity. It is not about what you do once in a while. It is about what you do every day. So here is what I want you to do. Tomorrow morning, heat up some water. Not boiling, just warm enough to sip. Squeeze in half a lemon. Add a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric. Sprinkle in a tiny pinch of black pepper. Stir it up. Sip slowly. Feel what it does for your body. It might taste a little earthy at first. You might not notice anything right away, but give it time. Let it become part of your rhythm. Because this tiny ritual could become one of the most important things you do for your body. It certainly has been for mine. Let me tell you something that changed my life more than any treadmill or gym ever could. Walking. Just walking. Every single day for 15 minutes. No headphones. No distractions. Just me, my breath, and the ground under my feet. It is not about burning calories. It is about showing up for my body. When I was younger, I thought exercise had to be intense. I used to jog, thinking sweat meant success. But as I got older, my knees disagreed. My joints ached. My energy dropped. I needed something sustainable. So I started walking. I have not stopped since. You see, walking might seem basic, but it is deeply powerful. Studies from the British Journal of Sports Medicine show that just 20 minutes of walking can lower inflammation. It reduces levels of something called C-reactive protein, which is linked to heart disease and other age-related issues. Stanford research shows that walking improves creativity and focus more than sitting. You think better when you move. For me, walking resets everything. When I skip it, I feel stiff, sluggish, off balance. But when I take those steps, it's like I get tuned up. My shoulders relax. My mood lifts. My digestion improves. It's not just my legs moving. It is my whole system coming online. One thing I love most about walking is how accessible it is. No fees. No view. Just shoes and a sidewalk. And you do not have to walk far. Some days I just go around the block. But I never skip, because it is not about distance. It is about rhythm. Another little tip, smile while you walk. I'm serious. Studies show that smiling activates your vagus nerve. That helps regulate your heart rate, digestion, and even your immune system. So now, when I walk, I breathe deeply and I smile. I may look a little strange, but I feel amazing. Now, let me be honest. The first few days might feel slow, maybe even boring, but give it time. Let your body rediscover how good movement feels. Walking is nature's medicine. It is how we were built to move. So tomorrow, put on some supportive shoes. Step outside. Feel the sun, the breeze, the rhythm of your steps. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Keep it simple. Keep it gentle. But keep going, because the more you walk, the more you realize it is not about fitness. It is about freedom, and that freedom starts with just one step. After my morning walk, I always sit down for what I call my brain and body breakfast. It is not complicated. One boiled egg, a scoop of Greek yogurt, a few walnuts, a handful of blueberries. That is it. It takes maybe 5 minutes to prepare, but it fuels my entire morning. And more importantly, it protects my long-term health in ways I did not understand until later in life. You see, when I turned 60, I noticed something. I was getting weaker. My memory was not as sharp. I felt tired by mid-morning. And I thought, well, this is just aging. But my doctor said, you are not eating enough protein. I was shocked. I thought I was eating healthy, toast, fruit, maybe oatmeal. But what I was missing was the one thing my body needed most. Protein is not just for athletes or bodybuilders. It is for everyone, especially seniors. Your muscles, your immune system, and your brain, all of them need amino acids to function properly. As we age, our ability to absorb protein gets worse. So we actually need more of it, not less. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition published a study showing that older adults who consumed 25 to 30 grams of protein at breakfast had better muscle strength, sharper memory, and fewer hospital visits. That made me rethink everything. Now, my breakfast is built around that number. The egg gives me complete protein. Greek yogurt adds more, plus calcium and probiotics for gut health. Walnuts give me healthy fats and omega-3s. Blueberries? They're full of antioxidants that protect the brain. This is not a meal. It is a strategy. And the results? No more energy crashes. No more brain fog. I stay sharp, steady, and full until lunch. I do not crave snacks. I do not feel sleepy. My blood sugar stays level, which helps everything from focus to mood. The best part? It is easy. You do not need a recipe. You do not need to be a chef. Just think protein first, then build around it. Some days I swap the egg for cottage cheese, or I sprinkle flax seeds on top. Variety is good, but the goal stays the same. Feed your brain, feed your body. So tomorrow morning, do yourself a favor. Skip the sugary cereal. Pass on the toast. Build your breakfast like it matters. Because it does. The first thing you eat sets the tone for your whole day. Start strong, and your body will follow. You're not just eating to fill up. You are eating to show up for yourself, your health, and your future. This might sound strange, but every morning before I speak to anyone or look at a screen, I sit still for 3 minutes. I do not meditate. I do not pray. I just sit and picture the kind of day I want to have. I imagine how I want to feel, calm, focused, strong, and I see myself going through the day that way, confident behind the wheel, patient in conversation, unshaken by stress. Why do I do this? Because your mind leads your body. If your mind wakes up in panic, your body follows. If your mind wakes up with intention, your body follows too. I have learned that how I think in the first few minutes of the day shapes everything that comes next. And here is what is amazing. Science backs this up. Harvard researchers used brain scans to show that when you imagine doing something, your brain fires in the same way as if you were actually doing it. Your body responds to imagined experiences almost like real ones. Another study from University of Wisconsin found that just 5 minutes of mental rehearsal reduced stress hormones and boosted immune function for hours. I do not always do this. I used to start the day like everyone else. Rush out of bed, turn on the news, scroll my phone. Before I even finished breakfast, I was overwhelmed. I felt like I was chasing calm all day. But once I tried this little practice, just 3 quiet minutes, I felt the difference. I became the one leading the day, not the one reacting to it. It's not about being perfect. It's about being intentional. About giving your nervous system a chance to settle. About choosing your mindset before the world chooses it for you. Sometimes I picture myself laughing, or feeling steady, or being helpful to someone. And somehow, those little visions come true more often than not. It is not magic. It is mental training, and it works. So here's what I want you to try. Tomorrow morning, before coffee, before conversation, before anything, just sit, close your eyes, ask yourself, how do I want to feel today? Calm, energized, grateful? Picture that version of you. See them standing tall, breathing easy, handling whatever comes. And then, go live like that. Because when you begin the day by tuning your mind, your body follows. Your thoughts shape your hormones. Your hormones shape your health. It all starts with a thought. And the best time to shape that thought is right after you wake up. Now let me be clear. What kept me going all these years wasn't luck or perfect genes. It was 5 habits, simple, steady, and done with heart. I move gently in the morning. I drink my golden glass. I walk with purpose. I eat with intention. I tune my mind before the world gets a chance. These things sound small, but they are powerful. They build strength from the inside out. I am 92 and still thriving, not because I try to do everything, but because I stay consistent with the right things. That is the secret. That is the turning point. You do not need to be perfect. You just need to begin and keep going. Every morning, with care, with choice. The truth is, these habits are not magic. They are not hard either. They're just real. And done daily, they create a foundation that supports everything else. Aging does not take your strength all at once. It slips away in moments. When you stop moving, stop caring, stop choosing. But the good news is, strength can return the same way. Bit by bit, breath by breath. You just have to start. It is never too late. If you're waking up today, you still have a chance to build a better tomorrow. The body is always listening. The mind is always learning. And your choices, no matter how small, are always shaping your future. Take it from someone who has lived through almost a century. Your body listens when you treat it with respect. And your future starts with what you do next. There's one more thing I have not shared yet. It is what I do every night before bed. Something small, something quiet, but deeply powerful. It helps my body rest, repair, and prepare for the day ahead. And yes, there is science behind it. But that story, that one is coming next. So if you have made it this far, stay with me. Subscribe. Come back tomorrow. We're just getting started. And trust me, you do not want to miss what comes next. Your future self will thank you.